Good morning, student. Today we shall be doing part 2 of No Men Are Foreign. Yesterday I had explained you about the background of this poem and the two stanzas we have done. Today we shall be beginning with stanza 3, where the poet is describing about remember they have an eyes like are that weak, or sleep and strength that can be won. Then, by love in every land is a common life that all can recognize and understand. Now, what does the poet mean here in these lines is um, he here describes about that men in different lands are similar in almost every way. In every way means physically. Requirement are just like us. For example, they wake up like us and sleep like us. They have the same way of rising and sleeping. Okay, this is what it has been explained here. Then we all wake up in a few day and night and then take a rest. That is, we are waking up in the day and sleeping, taking a rest. Even though they might project hard exteriors, they have soft hearts and can be won over by love just like any other human being. And they say that they recognizes and understand what the love is all about. This is what the poet is describing here in this. And now in next we see um, the word meanings of these and literally devices. Strength means power. Strength here signifies a power. Recognize, to know. And then we have two literally devices here. Alliteration is there. Sound of sir, s sound is there. Then there is a simile where there is a comparison with the like and that as wake. Okay, these are the literally devices here. Now the question on basis of these extracts are as follows. Who are they in above line? Now, first question that they refer here is who are they in above line? They are the people of inhabiting different lands. Okay, they are the people of different land. This is what the poet is describing. Now, how are they similar to us? They have two physical requirement like us. They sleep for rest at night and they work during daytime. Okay, then which line in there means love conquers the all. That is, which line here signifies means that love conquers all. And here if we see, it is the line strength. It is the line that is which here is strength that can be won. This is what it means here. Okay, now the next question is what kind of life can be found in every land? A life that all human beings can relate to and understand can be found in every land. Now stanza 4. Let us remember whenever we are told to hate our problems, it is ourselves that we should dispose, betray, and condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. Now, here the poet is describing about that is there are evil peoples in the world who will try to misguide us for their own selfish motives and make shed blood for our brotherhood. But we must remember that in hating our brothers, we are fact hating ourselves. When we plunder the lands of our brothers and exploit them, we betray and cheat them. We are betraying ourselves. Those who choose to raise weapons, shed the blood, and their brothers must always remember that. Okay. Now the word meanings and literally devices here are: disposes is deprive, condemned is blame, betray is deceive, and alliteration we have here is sound of why and sound of our and ourself. Okay, these are the alliterations. Now next, the question on basis of this extract is: what are we told to do by whom? We are told to hate those people who are different from others, and selfish politicians and people with a narrow outlook. Life tell us to hate them. What happen if we hit a brotherhood? If we hit the brother hate sorry we hate the brotherhood, we deprive ourselves of what we are. It means self condemnation. And how should we treat others? We should treat others with the breath in. And does the people plead non-violence? The poet pleads for love and non-violence. Now, the next extract, last extract of this poem, that is stanza 5, we see it is a human earth that we defile. That we defile. Defile means make dirty. Okay, we spoil it. And our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of fear that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. Okay, now the word meanings here. First, let us discuss what the poet is trying to describe in this passage. The poet is trying to tell us in our savage acts of war, we pollute and violate the earth. That is, we defile the earth. And then that meant that the brothers of live on the harmony and togetherness, the destruction caused by the weapon pollutes the innocent ear which was meant to live life to all alike. The fire we burns and the chemical we use pollutes and purity and sanctity of the air. We need to survive. We need to survive. With our mindless and barbaric acts, we destroy the pure atmosphere and dig our own graves. At, at such a time, we must remember that the people we kill are our own brothers. They are our own brothers, and the land we destroy is our own home, which is blessing from the God. Okay, now let us discuss the similes there that we defile. Repetition is there. Now, see class, the repetition of remember is there, which there we find in whole of the poem. We find it 5 times it is repeated, which again means stress. And the poet wants you to, and he is trying to give you the, that is, he's trying to stress the thing that wants you to understand it. Okay, now let us have the questions from this. What happen if we wage war against the others? If we pollute the earth and if we wage the war against the other? Violence. Again, what are the evils of the violence? Evils of the violence leads to the hatred. It leads to hatred and bitterness. Okay. And now next question is, how do human beings behave during war? Human beings look upon others as a stranger. Okay, they look on others as a stranger and enemies. Okay, they are looking others like this. And now the again we see the a question comes, what does the poet want us to remember? The poet wants us to remember that all people are one and no country foreign. That is, people are equal, one, and that is unity, brotherhood. Okay, and these are the things that the poet is describing. Now, if we talk about the theme of this poem, the poet is talking here about is the poem stresses on the concept of universal brotherhood and equality without any prejudice. The poem was composed in late 1940s when the colonial era was withering and entire colonial world was revolting against their oppressions. The poet stresses on the futility of distinction based on caste, color, creed, and nationality. All territories are man-made and divide brothers who are human beings with the same needs and suffering. We all depend on same resources of survival, are governed by the same human emotions. Whoever instigates us to hate our brothers is filling us with the hatred of our own self. War can never do any good. It will only cause destruction in the world. We need to stop, reflect, and destruction caused in the world when we pick up the weapons against one another. James Kirkup reminds us that the man made differences are senseless. We must bring down the walls and separate nations, people. Under every uniform is the same human body, say human feeling, love, hatred, misery, compassion. When we wage war against others, we only end up killing the innocents and abusing the purity of this planet. The dust and the smoke caused by the war weapons pollute this air we all breathe. So, this is what the theme is of the poem. So, with this, thank you, dear student.